definitely fish moving around down here. Oh, right under the rod top. Well, that's the first from my custard paste. Now again, we don't know if it's foul hooked, but it's screaming off. I could see swirls. I knew they were down there. Oh, Jesus, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Again, we don't know if it's foul hooked. That happens so often when you've got carp moving around. Well, this is still pulling line. I can't stop it. Hi folks, well, when I was out last Friday I said I wouldn't be going out the following week. Well, it's Monday today of the following week. Yeah, the reason I'm here is the heat warning has been issued for Tuesday through to Friday, and today started off quite overcast, and there's quite a fresh breeze, so it was bearable. So what I've done is I've come over to my local pit, which is only a 10-minute drive, Fields End Water, and with the idea of fishing into the evening, because in the past carp have sort of come in and patrolled the margins in the evening. So that's the idea. I haven't fished this lake as much as I used to. I used to fish it a lot, and it was sort of more predictable in those days. So I don't know what's going to pan out, but unusually for me, I'm actually fishing for carp. I'll explain the gear I've got and how I'm going to approach it when I get going. I don't usually go after carp, but I thought as they tend to sort of patrol the margins in the late afternoon, evening, it might be a worthwhile venture. So we'll see how it goes, and yeah, well, once I get started you'll see what I'm up to. Right, let's get going, shall we? Okay, we're ready to go. Now today I've got my Hardy Marksman Specimen Avon, which is quite a powerful rod. Speedier centre pin that I've had ever since I was a lad. It's showing its age less than me, I think. Yeah, 8-pound line, direct through to a 10 hook. A waggler that is the waggler that Chris Hind kindly gave me or sent me. Chris Hind of Bite Point Angling, who has a channel on YouTube, and we exchange views quite regularly, exchange comments on our various exploits. So I've got that waggler. I've thrown in some sweetcorn, and just really as an enticer. But because I made this decision to come out at the very last minute, I had to go with what I had. I'd been sort of mulling it over since the morning, and in the morning I got out a box with some luncheon meat in, pre-cut luncheon meat that had been in the freezer, so that defrosted during the day. I've obviously got sweetcorn, and something new to try. A week or two ago I bought a large Hovis soft loaf for a possible chubbing trip, but it never came off. So what I did is I liquidised the loaf, and as a bit of an experiment I mixed in some custard powder with it and made it into a bread paste, custard flavoured bread paste. Now I think I picked up that idea from Russ at Fishing Tail Films, who's another YouTube contributor, and I think he mentioned it in one of his videos, and I think he mentioned it in respect of crucian carp. But anyway, so I've got that with me. I'm going to give it a try, see if the big carp fancy it. I don't know whether I'm going to catch any carp today. It's never certain here, but they do frequent these reeds, which is a plus in terms of the fact they might be here, and it's a big negative in terms of when you hook them, that's where they try to go. So we'll see what happens. If you can steer them out into open water on the first strike, there's quite a lot of open water and it's not too bad, but I have lost fish here before. So that's it. I put a sweet corn on at first. This isn't a loaded waggler, so I've got a couple of, I think, I'm not sure if they're BB or AA, they may be AAA, sorry, AAA, yeah, AAA shots. I just said that about 4 times, didn't I? So, and I've got a small shot just down by the hook as a sort of marker shot. I've plumbed the depth, I'm literally marginally over depth, so we'll try a bit of sweet corn to start with, because that's what I've put in. And we may well get a rudd or two because there are rudd in here, but I'm obviously well over tackled for rudd at the moment. But carp are caught on sweet corn. You will have noted at this point that when I go carp fishing, it's by far from a classic approach. Well, when I say classic, it depends how you define classic, I suppose. There's no boilies, there's no methods feeder, none of that stuff. No special boats. I just try with what I term traditional boats. And in years gone by, when I fished this regularly, I used to catch all my carp on red flake. But I have developed a bit of a taste now for particle baits because obviously so many people use them. So I'm not sure bread paste is quite as effective, not bread paste, bread flake is quite as effective as it used to be. I'm fishing them to a bit of a breeze, which is not my favourite, but this swim, I like this swim. The fact I can sit on ground and not on a platform really pleases me. I fished it many times before. Yeah, that was a quick bite, that wasn't a carp. And I like the swim, so I was prepared to put up with a bit of breeze. And of course the theory goes that fishing into the breeze brings all the sort of surface stuff over and it drops down, and it's actually the sort of recommended way of fishing. But, yeah. My line's got twisted. There we go. Yeah. I think they're probably small rudd or small roach, but I'm quite happy to catch those while the sun's still up. I'm really looking towards the evening, late afternoon, evening, for any action to start in terms of carp. I was absolutely amazed, you know. I was debating whether to come over here because in the past it's got so busy in the summer. They actually have a sort of a note on their website saying in summer the pit can get very busy. You know, it's worth checking and da-di-da-di-da. And I thought, coming over late, this is really a big risk. But I think there was only 2 other people on the lake, which is absolutely amazing. The thing is, they've expanded the holiday site here quite substantially, and they've now got at least 1, if not 2, new lakes that are not open for day tickets. They're one of these sort of lakes where there are pitches all the way around, where people can pitch their caravans and fish from the pitch. So maybe that's taken some of the pressure off of the pit here. They call this the pit, by the way. It was established in 1980. So it's a very mature lake, as you can see from the banks. I really like it actually. I'm missing these, aren't I? It's not a river, obviously, but it's got a little bit of a feeling about a river to it because you never really quite know what's going to turn up. It's not predictable like some of the commercials where you know what's going to turn up, small carp after small carp. But here, it's not as predictable. Now that is definitely a bite. What kind of hook am I? It's probably because I've got a 10 hook on. It's not the best tackle for rudd. Oh, that was clever, wasn't it? Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's say anything can turn up really, and there are crucians in here. There are carp in here, obviously, and they go to over 20 pounds. And what I've found in the past is, oh, there we go. The average size of them, I say the average size, there's a lot around the 5 to sort of 8 pound mark. You don't get a lot of really small ones. Yeah, that's a roach. And it's not unusual to get 10 pound plus fish. So, oh, that's not a bad start. As I say, I don't mind amusing myself with the roach and the rudd at the moment, and wait for the sun to drop a bit, and hopefully the carp will come into the margins and start looking around for grub. What was I saying? Losing my thread here. Yeah, as I say, you can catch all manner of things. They've got crucians. They used to have a lot of tench. I haven't caught tench for ages. I think they've been muscled out by the carp, to be honest. But there are barbel in here. I think my best barbel out here is over 8 pounds, which comes as a bit of a surprise. That's when I was using meat. Yeah, it's it must be said that a lot of people who fish this lake fish it in a more modern carp style. I won't say classic, I'll say modern. Method feeders, bite alarms, all the gear, and obviously they catch. You'd expect them to, really. I'm hoping this breeze, although it's freshening a bit at the moment, I'm hoping it might ease off and into the evening. The wind drops, that little shot near the hook has slipped down. I'm finding the shot doesn't grip this thicker line very well, so that looks like something here. It was running sideways. Oh, I thought it'd come off, but it hasn't. Yeah, another roach. Gently hooked. I was getting a bite every cast on my custard paste, but I haven't managed to hook one of them. So I'm trying a bit of spam now. See if that is a bit better. Oh, there's massive carp just down here, literally just under my feet. I said they come in the margins in the evening. Literally just under my feet. I'm getting bites on the luncheon meat that are similar to the ones I was getting on custard paste, and I'm not hitting those either. So I don't know what it is down there, but I got that one. Yeah, I thought they might be roach. Yeah, so that was on luncheon meat. Yeah, it's definitely a roach. It's not a rudd, is it? No. Right, so just a bit too heavy tackle for roach, I think that's the problem. But they're biting, so we carry on and hope something else comes along. We know there's carp around because I've just had one under my feet. Yeah, this breeze has eased. I'm hoping it'll drop completely as we get into the evening. There we go. Got that one. That's a bit better. It's roached down there and there. Yeah. That's obviously what was taking my custard paste, but for some reason I just couldn't hook them. Anyway, they're eating the luncheon meat, so let's just hope something else comes along. Fighting a bit harder. That's because it's a bit bigger. It's a lovely roach, isn't it? He's a beauty. Look at him. I would say on £8 line, it's I'm not at risk of losing any, am I? A bit more corn in to keep them interested. In the past, when I've fished here, you sort of be catching roach like this, and all of a sudden the float goes under and it's not a roach. So that's what I'm hoping is going to happen today. But it remains to be seen. There we go. Yeah. Oh, he's trying hard. Why? It's a perch, that's why he's trying hard. Well, I think it's happened at last, folks. A carp's taken the luncheon meat. Stand up, just get a bit more control. I can't see where it's got to. It's only a matter of time in the margins. It ran very quickly out and then it's sort of just lumbering now. See the float, so it's not too far away. Yeah, it's decided to perhaps go a bit further out. Yeah, it's getting angry now. It's going further out. Obviously decided it's getting too close to the bank. Yeah, it's trying to get in this inside now, which is a bit of a problem. These reeds are not very deep though. I don't think it'll be able to get much refuge in there. Haven't seen it yet. I'll tell you how big it is. I'm starting to get tired now. I'm not going to be happy until it's in, because now this is where it gets dangerous. If he sees those reeds again, he'll go back from. Oh, he stayed out there, that's good. Not showing any real signs of tiring yet. He's going out again. Quite a nice fish though, isn't he? Still not happy. I'm just losing my net here. I thought I had him then, but he's sort of got a new lease of life. Can't see much with the sun reflecting off the water. Perhaps. This might be it, folks. Yeah. I'll let him rest in there for a while. Hi there. You got one? Yeah, I've got one. Carp. Yeah, I'm letting him rest a bit because he's had a long battle to get in. Yeah. Right, 8 1/4, folks. Right, there we go. Unfortunately, I didn't have the remote camera on to capture all that. I can't leave that going all the time, and you just don't know when these fish are going to turn up. So, didn't catch that. It's a bit of luck really if you happen to have it going when you get a good fish. It's strange really, you know, I had lots and lots of bites, and a number of times I've struck and there's been nothing there. Or it's been a light, you know, a small roach or something on, and of course there's hardly any resistance, and then when a carp comes along like that, not only is there resistance, but it goes off like a bloody train. I think this is just a roach, but it was a fairly positive bite. The reason it was a positive bite is a little tiny perch. Look at him. That mouth is only about the same size as a luncheon meat, I think. Yeah. Little tiny perchy. Yeah. Well, another carp has taken the bait. Let's see if I can get this other camera on while it's out there. Right, I've got the other camera on now. Don't know if it's catching all of me, but I don't even know where it is now. I've lost sight of it. But it's run out a long way. It's still running. Oh my God. It's still going. In the middle of the lake now somewhere. It's still running. It's quite explosive, this margin fishing. When you hook one in the middle of the lake, it's a bit different to when you all get under your rod top almost. I'm not making any impression on this at all at the moment. In fact, it's just still taking line. And it's kiting as well, which is a bit dangerous. I can't do anything with it. It's just kiting and pulling line. I think I may have to make my way over to the other pitch because it's kiting right down the inside. This has got to be heavier than the last one, surely, because I'm not making any impression on it whatsoever. It's still taking light. Oh, bloody hell, I don't know how far down the lake it is. I just can't seem to stop it. These are powerful fish, aren't they? I can see my line now. You can see the float. So at least he's in sight now. He's still trying to pull line away from me. Right, I'm going to let him go. He's going that way again now, just to be awkward. He's coming back over here. Ah, Jesus, Jesus. Awkward bloody fish. Yeah, I don't think he's much bigger, to be honest. He's just fighting a lot harder. Actually, he might be foul hooked. That's the problem, isn't it? He's foul hooked. That is the problem. That is why he feels so much bigger. He's foul hooked in the fin, pectoral fin. Right. Well, that explains the ferocity of the fight. It's got that, well, yeah, it's definitely foul hooked. It's gone through the fin. There we go. Right. Let's get rid of that. Let's hold you tight. There we go, 8.5. Well, I thought we may have had our first 10-pounder there, but the foul hooked, being foul hooked, it gave a much more sort of difficult battle than if it had been fairly hooked. So that's what fooled us. So it didn't look a lot bigger, I must admit, when I saw it in the water. So I was wondering why it was sort of battling away like it was. But please when this sun drops a bit, because it's right in my eyes now. Goes to show they're down there though, the carp are down there. Right, I'm going to try right down literally by these reeds here, but I was knocking a little while ago. Literally just under the rod top. That was either a vole or a rat just run across my unhooking mat and disappeared in that grass over there. It was too fast for me to tell you which one it was. We'll go for the nice and say vole. There's a lot of swirling going on down here. I'm sure there are carp moving literally just down here in this water. I am now literally under my rod top. Yeah. There's definitely fish moving around down here. Oh! Right under the rod top. Well, that's the first for my custard paste. Now again, we don't know if it's foul hooked, but it's screaming off. I could see swirls. I knew they were down there. Oh, Jesus, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Again, we don't know if it's foul hooked. It happens so often when you've got carp moving around. Well, this is still pulling line. I can't stop it. I'm not making any headway here at all. It just keeps taking line. Sort of pumping it up. It's not resisting much, it's just allowing me to pump it up. I don't know, it may sort of decide to go off again soon. I'm a bit solid now. Yeah, it's starting to pull line again. It's decided it's had enough. Yeah. Hope it isn't foul hooked. I don't like foul hooking, but sometimes it's unavoidable when you're Yeah, when you're sort of dropping the bait among them and swimming around and their fins just swipe against the line, which of course takes the float under, and then you strike and you're in the fin. God, yeah. It's like dragging in a sack of coal. No, it's going off again. It don't like coming in here. Oh, bloody rat just ran over my foot. Jesus Christ. Sorry about the swearing, but something just hit my foot and I looked down, there's a bloody rat. Anyway, it ran off. Oh, this is like a ton weight. As I say, it just occasionally decides to take line, but other than that, it's not doing much at all. So I always worry when you're on them for a long time whether the hook's going to stay in, the line should hold, but let me see what we've got here. Oh no, I don't want to know. It's just going out again. I can't stop it. My remote camera has run out of battery, it's just turned itself off, so we've all got some of it on it, but no more. It's just taking line again, I can't stop it. Oh, this has surely got to be a bigger fish. My arm is getting a bit tired. It's got to be tired by now, isn't it? It's still going. It's still going. It don't want to come in. Okay, just get its head out. Is it bigger? It's got to be bigger, surely. Bloody hell. Yeah. Well, that's 10 pounds 6. Oh, I've got the net caught on it. Get the net out of the way, just make sure that's not affecting it. About 10 1/4. I can't take a remote picture because unfortunately the camera's gone dead. Well, I won't know until I get home how much of that I got on the remote camera, but the battery expired, so but I think I got it all on the I got it all on the body camera. Sorry, I'm just still getting over all that. and that was on my custard pace, so I really feel good about that. But I saw something swirling down here, and I just dropped the float down there, and boy oh boy, did that go. 10 1/4. It's always good to get one over the double figure mark. Right, I've packed all my remote camera away and all the stuff that goes with it, so that make it easier to pack up. It's 7:45. I was going to pack up at 8, so I think I've achieved my objective today. It was going to be a carp session, as I say, not the normal sort of carp session, sort of margin fishing, float margin fishing, which is what I really enjoy, and it's so explosive because when you hook them, they're literally only a few feet away from you, and they go. Unfortunately, they've all gone out. I mean, say, I've had fish here go straight into these reeds, and then that's the end of it, really, because you can't stop them. But I tackled up today, you know, for the roach it was a bit overkill really, 10 hook, 8 pound line, but I tackled up because I was hoping a few carp would be patrolling these margins and we may pick up 1 or 2, or as it is 3, although one was foul hooked, which is a bit disappointing really. Yeah, I'll just give it another 15-20 minutes and then I'll start packing up, I think. All mirror, no. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. Oh well, I won't be packing up, will I? This is it in the evenings, they come in these margins and oh gee. He's kiting around, which is not good news because he's got to try and get in the reed bed. I've got to try and get him back. Oh, he's not having it, he's not having it. Desperately putting side strain on, but he's going to get in the reeds, I think, which may be the end of everything. All the others have gone out, fortunately, but he's still there. I don't know where he is, I can't see him. I'm putting as much pressure on as I dare. It's almost in the next swim along, I hope no one's in there. No, you're not going in there, I can't let you in there. Nope. I've got to hop. Yeah, this one's trying to get me in the reeds and I'm trying to keep him out. They come in the margins in the evening.
Do you tench fish as well?
Yeah, but not here.
No, I think I've spoke. Do you live here? Do you live near?
I live in Chatteris.
I think I've spoke to you here before.
Maybe. I've got a video channel, you may have seen me there.
Right.
Well, I got him out the reeds.
Is it on YouTube, your channel?
Yeah,
What's it called?
Bob Goes Fishing.
Bob Goes Fishing.
Yeah, and I'm Bob.
Thought you might be.
yeah. It's not a pseudonym.
Yeah.
It's actually me.
Well, I'll have a look when we're going back to a caravan shortly.
Yeah. I don't do carp normally, to be honest.
I only carp fish certain places.
Yeah. Well, I don't do.
Tench.
Yeah, I go for tench. I don't do what I would call modern carp or classic carp. I sort of float fish the margins.
Right.
So I'm not into sort of feeders and all that stuff.
No.
But it's good fun because you hook them down here, and the one I had before I actually saw a swirl just down under my feet, and I dropped the bait down there and he took it. It's 10 and a quarter.
10 and a quarter.
And I was going to pack up actually. I was just going to sit down for a while after that because it was a bit of a battle, and this bloody thing come along.
Yeah, I've been keeping my eye on you. You've been doing all right.
Yeah.
I see you with a video camera facing you.
Yeah, well the battery expired. I've got one here though. I've got a body cam.
Is it on now?
It's on now.
I'll leave it to it.
No, it's all right, don't worry. I'll have to edit it anyway, so don't worry. I don't tend to... Oh, this one's fully scaled.
Yeah.
All the others have been mirror.
We've had quite a few fully scaled, haven't we?
But that 10 pounder, boy oh boy, it was weird. He just kept taking line, but he wasn't very active. He was just like a sack of potatoes, and he just kept taking line, and every time I got him in, he took more line.
So do you just tie your line straight to your hook?
Yep. I've got 8 pound direct.
8 pound direct. What size hook?
10. I was going to go for an 8, but I decided, I'll tell you why, because before the carp started feeding, I was catching quite a few roach. And obviously an 8 hook doesn't work with roach. A 10 hook's not very clever, to be honest. Come on, come on. Oh, God. I think I'm getting tired here.
Worked hard for your fish. What are your views on the other lake in Littleton? Right, I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you too. Yeah, quite a lot of lip damage on this one. Right, it's just a shade under 8 pound. We'll say 8, shall we? Right. Yeah, I'll make this the last cast. I don't really want to catch them. Well, it's nice to catch another carp, but it'll be another sort of 20 minutes sorting it out and everything, and it'll get too late. So, I think I'll pack up after this cast, but it's been a good evening, a good late afternoon evening. The evening obviously was what I was aiming for. I got here sort of afternoon because I wanted to make sure I got a spot, because I thought basically in the evening a lot of the people in the caravans may be coming down for the evening, and but as it was, I had no trouble finding a spot at all, and I actually got this spot, which was my sort of preferred location really. Yeah, it's lovely now, isn't it? But I am going to pack up. Yeah, I'm going to pack up. Okay, folks, that's it. It's 20 past 8, all packed up, ready to go back to the car. I said it was going to be a carp session, and it turned out to be a carp session. Once I'd finished dealing with the roach, most of which I couldn't seem to hook, but I did catch quite a few. There's a moorhen here. It's up on the bank behind the phone, and I gave it some sweet corn, and I don't know why it's making all this fuss, because it's eating the sweet corn, but there we go. Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, yeah, I got the carp, 3 around about 8 pound and 1 10 and a quarter. What really pleased me was 2 of them were caught on this new custard paste that I made as an experiment, so that was good news. One was foul hooked, unfortunately, and the first one was actually on luncheon meat. Yeah, so good late afternoon, evening really. It worked out exactly as I hoped it would really. The lake's looking absolutely perfect now, of course, but I've got to go home. So thanks for watching. As always, thanks to the subscribers. Thanks also to all the new viewers that I've got recently and the new subscribers. I'm very grateful. Yeah, don't know when I'll be out next. The coming week's going to be very hot. There's a heat warning again. The rivers are really in quite a state, so I don't think it'll be a river, to be honest. But I'll try and get out the week after. See if we can find somewhere to go. Yeah. Anyway, thanks again, and bye for now, and cheers.